Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte are set to fight each other on August 12th, and pros have already started putting their predictions in. Carl Froch thinks that this is a risky fight to take, and he made a clear prediction. Carl stated, "To fight someone like Dillian Whyte, for me, is a massive risk. I think it's a fight he should take, and I think it's a fight that if he can go in confident and win, that will set him up beautifully for the Saudi Arabia semifinal, the big money fight. That's the golden goose and where the sights are set on." From Whyte's point of view, if he beats AJ, he then has to wait another 6, 7, 8 months until AJ can be bothered to get ready for the rematch. If he beats AJ, he wants to move on to bigger and better things, and maybe he'll get the spot in Saudi Arabia and get 50 million pounds. Ricky Hatton seems to have the same mindset, as he thinks that this is a rather risky attempt to get confidence built up. Ricky stated, "In the heavyweight division, to fight a Dillian Whyte or Deontay Wilder just to get your confidence back is easier said than done, because they both pack a serious punch. There's two ways to look at it. He could fight one of them to get that confidence back, but in heavyweight boxing, there's every chance that one of those fighters could put it on AJ's chin and win. I'm not saying that would happen. AJ would be the favorite in both of those fights. It's a big risk in the heavyweight division. It only takes one punch and it's lights out." Shane McGuigan believes that this fight will be great, and he thinks that it could end with a knockout. Shane stated, "I think it's a good fight. Even though whenever he gets beaten and gets stopped, he always comes back like nothing's ever happened. He's game as anything, and that's why he's dangerous." AJ showed a little bit that he's hesitating, not trusting himself, and I think it's a very good fight to get the confidence up and get a stoppage, which he believes he'll probably get. Dillian Whyte's probably looking at him and saying, "He's a bit gun-shy. I think I can get a stoppage." It's always a good fight between those two. Michael Hunter has been AJ's sparring partner, and after seeing what he'll bring to the table, he believes that AJ has what it takes. Hunter stated, "I came over to Dallas spar with Anthony. I think AJ wins that fight. I think AJ got the upper hand right now. As long as he stays focused, he will continue to have the upper hand. It's all in his favor. I think he wants the fight, and I think it's a good fight for him to have to get his confidence back and continue to display what he's been working on in the gym. AJ is a good dude. His temperament is great. He trains hard. He's in good shape, and he's ready, man. People want to talk about new AJ, old AJ. I just think that a lot of us fighters depend on our mindset, and he has a great mindset right now." Jermaine Franklin has faced both fighters now, and after comparing the two, he definitely sees a clear winner. Franklin stated, "I think Joshua will beat Whyte. I don't think it would be a hard fight for Joshua. It was a little harder for Joshua to punch me because it's harder for bigger guys to punch down than it is for shorter guys to punch up. But you know, when you're taller, some of those shots are easier to get off. Yeah, I think he beats Dillian." Dillian Whyte has apparently been waiting for the chance to prove he's better than Anthony ever since his loss to him. Whyte stated, "I've been up for fighting Joshua since the day I lost to him in 2015. The score is 1-1 so far. He's 1-1. I beat him in the amateurs, so he beat me in the pros, so I want to get even. I would love nothing more than to have a chance to avenge my defeat," he added. "I'll just go to war. I want to go to war because I think it's a good way to fight him, pressure him, back him up, and start getting him on the back foot as early as possible, and I'm strong enough. I'm big enough to do that. I carry enough power, obviously, to back him up and to knock him out." Well, Anthony has raised some questions amongst pros and fans by releasing a video of him using a mattress as a heavy bag in preparation for the fight. Josh Washington understands where AJ is coming from with wanting this fight before taking on Deontay Wilder, but he sees Dillian coming out on top. Josh stated, It's gonna be a tough fight. I do believe this AJ versus Whyte fight is gonna be a lot closer than the first one. I don't think AJ's on the slide, but I feel like he'll want to prove something, not only to himself, but to everyone else, to show that he's still got it, to show that he's still that aggressive animal that he can be. But he's gonna play well into Dillian because Dillian loves to be in the trenches in a fight. It comes down to who lands first. It's not the end of the road, but I'm gonna be favoring Dillian in this one. Tony Bellew doesn't want to put too much stock in either fighter, but he believes that Whyte will play right into AJ's hands. Tony stated, "The fact these two go back years inside the ring means that we'll get the best possible versions on the night, and both will know exactly what's at stake. As it stands, Joshua must start the favorite. He holds a stoppage win over Whyte in the professional game, and he knows he can hurt him when the time comes. The Whyte we didn't see against Fury is what I expect to see next month, but does that version play into Joshua's hands? I've always said that Joshua is better when opponents come to him. That's how I see Whyte approaching the fight, and I believe it could be his downfall." Everyone is wondering why AJ is risking everything when he's got a big fight against Deontay Wilder coming up in December, and he responded. AJ stated, "What am I doing this fight for? I want to become 3-time heavyweight champion of the world. I want to test myself. I've been through a lot and I want to see what I have left to give. When I say what I have left to give, I'm not resting on what I have. I'm building on what I have, and I want to see how far I can take myself. I know what it takes. I know what this game is about, and I'm going to push myself beyond the limits where I've been before. Hence why I find myself in Dallas, because I'm trying to find an environment that can stimulate me, motivate me, and push me onto higher highs."
I was watching an interview you did a couple of years ago with IFL.
Joshua's a strange guy, man. I don't know, he's a fucking weirdo, man.
What did you mean by that?
He's just a weird guy. He's a strange guy. Like, you could be speaking to him and he just looks a bit spaced out and a bit absent-minded and a bit vacant. He's done a few weird things as well, so, you know what I mean, obviously, but we all do weird things, but, you know, it's just a bit, there's no consistency to what he does. He puts on this act and pretend he's a good boy, then all of a sudden he wants to be a bad boy and he wants to rap and he wants to this and he wants to talk about notorious gangsters and stuff, but at the same time he's a good boy advocate for people. It doesn't make, there's no consistency. That's what I mean, it's weird. No consistency, no real, you know, spine or backbone. It's a bit all over the place.
Barry McGuigan issued a warning to AJ ahead of his bout with Dillian, though. Barry stated, "I really like Anthony Joshua, and I don't really know him personally, but his ability to take a shot has disappeared. He's not willing to run into the lion's den and get shots fired at him, shots that miss him by whiskers that could knock him unconscious. I don't know if he has the want to do that anymore. Once that happens, I don't think he'll beat any of the top guys. He's still a great fighter, but I just don't think he beats the top guys because of that." If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.